Hello, my name is Ben from Amago Dopostad, and welcome to today's show. On today's show, we'll be looking at the very sensitive topic of how does one select a good farm manager or a good farm worker. Here at Amago Doppers, this has been a very interesting journey for us as we've had our own fair share of hits and misses. And in summary, these are just some of the qualities that we do look out for when we do have vacancies in our farm. One characteristic we do look out for, and we spend a lot of time trying to figure it out, is honesty. This plays a very big role because remember, you need a lady or a gentleman who is honest. Honest enough to tell you when the animals are sick, honest enough to tell you when they administer the drugs and which drugs they administer, and also at the same time honest enough to tell you that they have not administered the drugs. Because many are cases whereby, and stories have been told of how farms have been wrecked or in some cases actually closed down because of the lack of having honest personnel working at the farm. So honesty is one quality that you need to look out for. Another quality you need to look out for, or attribute in terms of character, is someone who is trainable. Trainable, in my own definition, would be someone who's willing to learn, someone who is also willing to share, both in what he knows and also in accepting and embracing what he doesn't know, and he's more than, or she is more than willing to learn from others. And this is one attribute that you should also cultivate in your team, whereby you offer not only trainings by yourself, but also bring in the vets to come to your farm and actually share knowledge in terms of treatment, disease detection, handling, and also take time to visit other farmers with your team so that you can be able to share what each and every one of you has learned, or pick ideas from other farmers of which you can now be able to employ in your farm. So that's another attribute that you need to look out for. The other attribute you are looking out for is one who has a sense of detail. This is very important, especially in sheep farming, because you need to be able to have a worker or a team member who is able to detect heat when the ewes are on heat, to detect when the lambs are not nursing very well, and this requires a certain level of commitment when it comes to detail. So this is another attribute that we look out for. And I must say, for this particular attribute, it's not something you can see from day number one. So also be willing to invest time with any new worker that you bring into the farm to see how they are able to respond or how they are engaged in the duties that they perform, and especially with the particular animals that you have in your farm. Another important attribute we look out for is discipline. Discipline comes in many forms and sizes. And for us, I'll give you an example. In terms of order, what time do we open for our sheep? What time do our sheep close? In terms of bringing them back because we're on a free or what we refer to as an open graze system. And also when it comes to feeding times, and also in terms of the rations that we provide for the sheep, you need one that can be able, you need a worker that will be able to follow through in the instructions that you've given. And hence the discipline in the way they carry themselves, the discipline in the way they carry their duties, the discipline in the way they take your instructions. And this will go a long way in ensuring that your farm is run in an orderly manner. And given the times that we are in, another attribute I would always look out for now is the way one is able to respond and embrace technology. We are at an age whereby technology is now more of a friend than something in the near distant future. And when we're talking about technology, we are talking about in terms of weighing, the machines you're going to use for weighing. We are also looking at in terms of the various disciplines in terms of breeding. You need one who can be able to input data into a system, into an app that you can be able now to be able to download, whether you're in town or you're not in the farm or in a remote area away from the farm. You need to have your workers trained, and this will go a long way, especially if they're able to embrace technology. On the same attribute of embracing technology, a good example is the use of the social media platforms that now we are using even in the farm for reporting. In the cases when you have sick animals, you can easily be able, one of your team members can easily be able to take a photo, take a video, and send the video on WhatsApp to the vet, and the vet will be able to give his feedback, which will take very short time. And it's only through technology that you can be able to cut that minimum loss in terms of time wasted if you are not embracing technology, where now you would have needed to come back to the farm and do it yourself. So I would emphasize on the need for you to actually encourage your team to embrace technology in the farm, and use it in the right way. You can also, wherever you are, you may be on away at work, because many farmers are not on the farm throughout or are only on the farm on the weekends. It's always a joy to receive that photo of a newborn lamb, and this is done through technology. So the embracing of technology is very, very, very important. Another important attribute that you can also look at is the ability to be able to monitor and record any development and observations, either by inputting it into a computer or on a book. This will help you track certain aspects of the farm, like your deworming schedules, your stock taking, and your vaccination schedules, and also to be able to go through your lambing records and also the counting, as many of you do out there. Be able to count your sheep and record each and every date that you have counted your sheep. How many do you have? How many have you lost through mortalities and that sort of thing, and how many have been born? This is very important. And having a worker who's able now to, or a team member who's able to put that into a record and to be able to update it frequently as per the need basis is very important. So I would really encourage you to look out for those attributes, and that's what we are also looking out for here at Amago Doppers. I'll be very much happy to hear what other attributes or what other characters you look out for as you select your next team member into your farm. So please take time to share on the comment section, and let's all learn. Let's all understand. Let's be able to share and see what are those qualities that you're looking out for when it comes to your selection of your team member Thank you. I would like to take this time to thank you for subscribing to the channel. And for those who have not done it yet, please kindly subscribe, share it with your friends, hit the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be able to be notified. And again, thank you for taking the time. And from me to you, happy farming.